It's time to jump into a crucial topic when it comes to men's health. 9 things you should never do to your penis. Proper care and attention are essential when it comes to maintaining genital health and avoiding potential complications. From hygiene practices to avoiding harmful habits, when it comes to penis tips, we've got you covered. Pun intended. Whether you're looking to improve your health practices or simply want to stay informed, you're in the right place. Now, if you're new here, welcome, Jeff, your Style O.G. On this channel, we discuss various men's lifestyle topics such as style, grooming, and dating. If any or all those topics interest you, I invite you to subscribe, tap the notification bell, and join us. And to my returning friends like Kenneth7826, salute. The first thing you should never do when it comes to penis health, don't wear tight underwear and/or clothing. This is a problem because it can restrict blood flow to your genital area. This can easily lead to discomfort or circulatory issues, which can reduce sperm production and decrease overall reproductive health. Another thing about wearing this tight clothing, it can lead to excessive sweating, which leads to a moist environment, which then can result in bacteria or fungal growth. And this easily increases your risk for infection in your genital area. Another problem with tight clothing, it can lead to chafing and irritation, causing skin problems. Instead, you want to opt for underwear and clothing that's well fitted and made of breathable fabrics. This will help maintain a proper temperature in your genital area and maintaining proper genital health and sperm production. And that piggybacks nicely into our next tip that you want to avoid doing when it comes to your penile health. You want to avoid exposing your penis to extreme temperatures. Like we mentioned earlier with the tight underwear, you're exposing your genital area to extreme heat. As like we just went over, it can reduce your sperm production, but it also can lead to temporary infertility. But on the other side, you don't want to expose your penis to extreme cold. This can lead to vasoconstriction, which is constriction of the blood vessels in your penis, which can reduce blood flow, or in extreme cases, frostbite. Both these extremes, whether we're talking about hot or cold, can lead to irritation in the area and an increased risk of injury to this precious tissue. Maintaining a moderate temperature around your genital area preserves normal blood flow, nerve function, and overall genital health. Another thing you definitely want to avoid doing when it comes to your penis health, ignoring signs or symptoms. What do I mean by that? You have to make sure you're aware of any changes to your penis area. Look for things such as redness, swelling, or rashes that might indicate an allergic reaction or other skin disorders. Another thing you want to pay attention to, is there a foul odor or discharge or a change in your urine? This can be a symptom of a sexually transmitted infection or a urinary tract infection. Or you have a difficulty urinating or pain when you urinate. This can indicate a UTI or a potential prostate problem. Have you noticed any changes in your erectile function? This can be a psychological factor, or it might point to a problem with your cardiovascular health. You also want to pay attention to any lumps, sores, or unusual growths, as this can be a sign of an infection or, in rare cases, penile cancer. And if you notice any of these signs or symptoms, immediately seek medical attention, which is directly related to our next important tip. Right along with noticing changes in your penis, make sure you're not ignoring your regular self-examination of your testicles. Self-examination of your balls is the first line of defense when it comes to testicular cancer, which is very common among young men and middle-aged guys. By routinely performing the self-exam of your testicles, you can be aware of its size, its feel, its shape, making it much easier for you to detect changes like lumps, swelling, or changes in the consistency of your balls. You need to understand that early detection of testicular cancer greatly improves your chances for successful treatment and recovery. Besides cancer, regular self-exams can also help you notice any irritation or cysts early on in their development. It's so crucial that you take this proactive approach when it comes to your genital health. One of the most important things young men and young men at heart can do regular self-exam of your testicles. Another thing I definitely want you to avoid when it comes to your penis health, please stay away from overzealous cleaning of it. Here's the problem. The harsh scrubbing or using strong soaps can irritate the sensitive skin of your penis. And it also can disrupt the natural balance of beneficial bacteria that's found around the area. This irritation can lead to dryness, redness, itching, or even an infection. Over scrubbing or strong soaps can easily lead to damage of that sensitive skin, opening it up to abrasions, nicks, and cuts. And this can lead to an increased risk of infection of the genital area. Also, using scented or antibacterial soap can easily lead to allergic reactions or dermatitis. So what you want to do when it comes to cleaning your genital area, use mild unscented soap and take it easy when you're scrubbing your Johnson. Now, next up is something I want you to avoid that I noticed in my friend group a couple years back. Make sure you're not using ED drugs strictly for recreational use, or even worse, without proper medical approval. When you do this, you're opening yourself up to some potential health risks and dangerous side effects. ED medicines like Viagra and Cialis can have a bad interaction with other medications you're already using, particularly nitrates that are used to treat heart disease. This can easily lead to severe drops in your blood pressure. Another problem you might run into when you're using these drugs without proper approval, it can exacerbate already existing health issues such as heart disease or diabetes. Also, improper use of ED drugs can lead to a condition called priapism. This is a prolonged and painful erection that will require emergency treatment. And here's the other thing, self-medicating with ED drugs may cover up health conditions you might not be aware of, but you may need professional diagnosis and management. So if you want to use ED drugs, please consult a medical professional first and make sure you get on a treatment plan tailored to your specific needs. Next up is another problem when it comes to your penis when guys want to skirt around what they normally should do. Make sure you're not getting unsafe piercings. Now, if you're a braver guy than me and want to get a piercing in your penis, go for it. But please don't do it in an unsafe way. This is a bad idea because it can easily lead to infections, complications, and long-term damage. When you go to an unprofessional penis piercer, they a lot of times will use unsanitary equipment, which can lead to hepatitis, bacterial infections, or even HIV. An improper technique can lead to some huge complications, such as excessive bleeding, nerve damage or scarring, or even affect your penis performance. Yes, a bad piercing can affect how you perform in sex and how sensitive your penis is. So if you're gonna take a chance and get a penis piercing, go to a trained professional, one who will use medical grade metals when it comes to the piercing equipment and uses safe practices that will reduce the chances of irritation or infection. Next up, we have another issue you want to avoid that's in the category of being overzealous. Please make sure you're not bending your penis. This is something very important to avoid because it can lead to a serious injury, including a penis fracture. You see, within your penis, you have structures called the corpus cavernosa, which fill with blood during an erection, making it rigid. Bending an erect penis can lead damage to these structures, leading to problems like the aforementioned penis fracture. So if you do get overzealous during sex or masturbation, this injury can cause severe pain, swelling, bruising, and long-term complications like erectile dysfunction or curvature of the penis. Immediate medical attention is necessary if you have a penis fracture. It may require surgical intervention. So to ensure penis health, be gentle with your Johnson. Take it easy when you're having sex or jerking your chicken. Now, next up is something you never want to do with your penis that I thought went out of style, but you guys seem to still be doing it. Please don't send unsolicited dick pics. Now, I don't know why guys are still doing this, or maybe I do. Some guys are narcissistic, or even most of the time, a lot of you guys think if I send a dick pic, she'll want to send some nudes back. Let me tell you, most of the time, that doesn't work. You have to keep in mind, us men, yes, we're very visual. We love nudes. But I'm here to tell you, most women, unless they ask you for it, don't want to see a picture of your penis. And think of it this way, when you send unsolicited dick pics, you're gonna catch her off guard. It's an invasion of her privacy, or even worse, you might catch her in a compromising position. She might be at work, among her friends or family. There's rarely any upside to sending a dick pic she didn't ask for. And we need to be a little serious with this one. There's actually something called cyber flashing. You could be doing something illegal. So trust me, no matter how pretty you think your penis may be, don't send a dick pic without somebody asking for it first. Trust me, 9 times out of 10, women aren't turned on by it. Okay, so there you have it. 9 things I strongly suggest you never do with your penis. Now let me know in the comment section if you think there are some common mistakes guys make when it comes to their Johnson that I might have forgot to add to the video. And if you enjoyed this video and found it informative, I highly recommend you check out a recent video I did about 10 ways you can last longer in bed. You can check it out right here.